Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Free to Win. You might remember from last week, we have our deck here. So we had put in a bunch of Shogun Scepters, and we're kind of running a Rakano deck that's fairly familiar if you've played the game at all. Fair number of Aegis. It's a lot of set 1 Rakano kind of cards, but then some new cards like Unseen Commando and Whirling Duo that have been all-stars recently. There is a massive change coming forward this week. There was a new mini set that was dropped, so there's an expansion. And it added in a card called Hailstorm, which has made mid-range and control lists a lot better right now. So what it is it's 3, and it deals 3 damage to each unit in play. Kind of a problem for us, since pretty much everything that we have is 3 or less. With that in mind, I think that a lot of the lower rankings here aren't going to change that much, because we're still only silver. We're going to try and do some changes though. I just made Shogun Scepters for last week. We got rid of them. I immediately switched them out, put in 2 new Valkyrie Enforcers, and I put in 2 Deepforged plates. So we're going to get a little bit more evasion, and we're going to put in Deepforged plate as just a bit of a better finisher. So we finally crafted some legendaries, or we're going to craft some legendaries in fact. The thing that we're trying to hope to do is to suit up these Silverwing familiars and the Crownwatch Paladins out of any of our small creatures. So we've got to be a little bit careful with the way that we play it now. I'd like to make some more changes, but it's hard to do it and keep it budget. We're trying to build up enough gold now to probably buy the new expansion, and it's 25,000 gold, so we're going to need a fair bit. I had drafted a little bit, but I'm going to tone that back a bit and try and see if I can get the new expansion, try and get Dead Reckoning, and we'll shift away some cards, build this up, and do some matches. What I'm going to shift away here real quick, just so that you can see cards that I don't really mind shifting. I shifted a few premiums, but then we also have some legends that I did open. So we have Snowcrush Animus that used to be okay for a control Felm list, but I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. After Vara got nerfed, that doesn't seem to see any play anymore. Sindok Rage Incarnate, another card that I've seen very occasionally, but honestly not super useful, so I'm fine just getting rid of that. And then we also got one that's really useless that I've never seen in any deck outside of something that's just for fun, so we can get rid of that one as well. And we're really close. We need 8,000 gold. I'm not going to get rid of Leave a Witness. I'm not going to get rid of Great Kiln Titan. And I'm not going to get rid of Nostrix. I could certainly see a reason to get rid of both of these. Haru Control is getting to be a little bit better. And Great Kiln Titan has always been fantastic for just Praxis Sentinels. We might be able to build a list like that at some point. Leave a Witness has had like a one of in various control decks at certain points, so I'm going to leave it for now. It's certainly reasonable to get rid of, though. And we'll craft up some stuff and get ready to go. Alright, looks like a decent hand. I'm going to keep it. We've got a nice 1-2-3 curve. Hopefully we don't see Primal right away. Alright, cool. I imagine that they don't have the board wipe then. So we're just gonna start jamming right away. I would anyways. We've got to put something into play. Ooh, that is certainly annoying. I'm going to attack into it anyways. It's not going to get any better for us, and I'd rather not lose the Crownwatch Paladin, because that's a more important card. Gets buffed by the Unseen Commando, and just having Aegis is really important. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna need another Justice, but we're in decent shape. They have Torch. At least they can't hit Unseen Commando, that's good. If we hit another Justice, then Deepforged plate is insane. Just have to hit it. Attacking. Oh, wow. Fair enough. Opponent just getting in there. Can't attack now because we don't have anything with flying. Can't have anything with flying. But I will get a very, very large Deepforged plate in a minute. I might want to put it onto the Unseen Commando, despite the fact, wow, that one of them has an Aegis and one of them doesn't. Just the simple fact that the colors they're in are very unlikely to really be targeting and killing this. Because I'm going to make it 6. Yep. It's going to be a tough one. If they attack in with the World Bear, we're in a lot of trouble, because that means they have a torch to kill the Unseen Commando. What I really need to do is hit a Vanquish. If we can hit Vanquish, then we're in good shape. We can get rid of the Sandstorm Titan and then start getting in, or just World Bear. I'm not sure which one I'd get rid of. So the problem here is that I can't really let it hit me because it just gets worse and worse. It's definitely a Torch, but I don't think I have an option. I'm not sure why my opponent... Yeah, Torch or Purify. I don't know why you would wait on that. That's a slam hit for our opponent. That's a really, really, really good turn. They've got to be super happy with that. Or they should be anyways. Oh, wow. Wow. They had Torch and Purify. Okay. Yeah, that was not a game we could ever win. Sandstorm Titan shuts this down pretty well. It's very, very hard to get through a Sandstorm Titan. All of your flyers are blanked, and it's just too large most of the time to deal with. You need a Vanquish or something right away. The first hand is definitely not usable. Let's see what we can do now. Better. This is a good hand. Start with our usual turn 1 Oni Ronin. A play that's becoming a lot more rare in the higher ranks. Uh-oh. That could be a lot of trouble. I think I still need to try and put as much pressure on as I can, but I'm quite worried they've got a Hailstorm. Piercing Breeze. Well, maybe I shouldn't worry. That's not a traditional Hailstorm kind of list right now. I'm not going to slam the Valkyrie Enforcer, though. Because it's easy enough for them to just go Primal, Hailstorm, kill everything, and then I have just no pressure. If they have it, then they're playing very slow. Because I think you just Windmill Slam it. That's a pretty good one, too. Even a very good one. Speaking of very good, I do like the Sword of Icaria. I think Sword of Icaria is really nice in this list right now. Just because of the fact that there are so many mid-range kind of lists that have good board sweepers. Having something that's not susceptible to being swept away is a little bit nicer. It's helpful. Sword of Icaria is never insane or anything, but boy, it's nice to have at least a little bit of a extra chance here. Madness. Okay. Huh. Sure. Because that only deals 1 damage, as we saw, because they don't actually have the influence requirements to make it larger like we do. We're going to go Enforcer, Granite in. Even if they can wipe the board, this isn't going to be much better for them. And it leaves us with an option to Deepforged plate and probably win. Ooh, Nightfall is so dangerous for them. We've talked about that before. Nightfall just being so rough to play into an aggro deck because it gives us so much extra gas. When you're behind, giving your opponent extra cards and taking damage yourself is a really bad idea. Nightfall is fine, and they might not have had another option, but it just sucks. It's such a miserable position to be in to have to make that decision. In any case, we'll be back for Game 3. Yeah, this hand looks pretty good. I have to say, we've gotten some pretty nice hands to start these games. We've been doing very well on that front. And the bronze-silver meta is a lot different from the diamond/masters meta. A lot less hailstorms and control decks running around.
Wield the flame.
Alright. Aggro on aggro. Let's go Crownwatch Paladin, because it's fairly likely that they have something like a torch, and I just would prefer not to lose my creature to a torch and then be behind. This way they're stuck looking at, oh, okay, do I hold back to prevent Warcry, or do I smash in and try and race? They're gonna go for the smash.
Draw, mister.
And that might be a really good idea. We're attacking in, for sure. Hoping they block. Oh, it'd be so good if they do. Nope. And I was a little slow on that, so they'll know that we have something. Wonder if I Rakano Outlaw.
Halt!
You know, I'm just gonna silence. I think this is better. Might be hard for them to attack in. Oh no, they've got Suffocate. Alright. Nice. And Suffocate number 2 and a torch? No, okay. I was like, do they have all of it?
Let's dance.
That was a good hit, by the way. Whirling Duo just so changes the math on this. Vicious Highwayman kind of does the same thing, although I do have Finest Hour, thankfully, to save it. I don't want to give that thing life steal. It's a really bad idea. So when this kills something, it gives you life steal and quick draw. It's bad news. This is quite the race, let me say. They still have 3 cards in hand. They haven't played power, so they've got some kind of gas. I hope it's not more Vicious Highwaymen. It's Torch. Ugh. Answer our lifesteal with some lifesteal. I'm just gonna send the whole team. They get to trade that. And I'm going to hold the Granite Waystone, because if we get another fire, it might be really important for us to have a 1-1 here. Oh, Vara's Favor is such a good hit for them. Ouch. It gives them lifesteal and quick draw on that again, and it gets them close to getting the Pyro Knight off, which is really, really good for them. That was a fantastic draw. Kill a creature, turn on their Vicious Highwayman, and be able to activate this right away. Very, very good. They might not want to block here. I'm kind of surprised they left it back, honestly.
Die with honor.
We're just going to keep smashing and hope that they don't hit everything. Oh, that's a good one. Yep. They have to keep killing a creature every turn to actually have that do stuff. Unfortunately, they've killed a creature every turn and it's done stuff. They've hit the removal every single turn so far, so they've always had lifesteal on it. If they had missed on it, then we'd be in a lot better shape. A single turn of missing and they'd probably have to hold it back and then be trading, but oh my God, wow, those draws are painful. Oh, whew, that hurts. Well, I mean, at least I get to do this now. Yikes. We're in an incredible amount of trouble. They've got a lot of Warcry, and the odds they don't draw anything are pretty low. Even though they have top decked get removal, removal, removal 3 turns in a row, the favor into obliterate, obliterate, the odds that we, or at least the mana to play obliterates, yeah, the odds that we win here and they don't have gas are pretty low. Oh my goodness. Basically, our out is to draw a Deepforged Blade. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Honestly, I think I just take the damage. It's super dicey, but I have to get really, really lucky. Wow. Pyronite's also a very good hit. Just ult it. Nope. Not nearly enough. Alright. Whew. I kept racing because I assumed at some point they would just not have removal in hand for one of our creatures, and then it would force them to be defensive, and they just never had that happen. Every single turn they hit some kind of removal spell, so I ended up on the back foot the whole time. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Sometimes that's just the way that it goes. We'll rally back and try and get a 3-2 on the day. Ooh, this is not the hand that I want to see. Because it's close, but it's a little dicey. We really need another fire. I think I'm just going to redraw. Because if we miss on that fire, it's a big deal. And then this hand with no units. Uh-oh. Ooh, we're in trouble. Although, our good hands have ended up not being able to play against our opponents, so maybe our bad hand will do good. Nope, doesn't look like it. That looks awful for us. And our opponent's on a nice curve out here, it looks like. Turn 1 Oni Ronin when your hand is full of nothing is very scary. And they definitely have a torch because they paused for a very long time after attacking.
Stand aside.
Double Distinct Infantry. And more power. Alright. Looks like today is going to be a tough one. Opponent doesn't have another power, though. That's a good sign. Or did they... Okay. Maybe not a good sign. Opponent has all gas. We have all the power. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be particularly close. It's possible if we hit Whirling Duo that we can just come right back, but we have to hit it soon. Like, really soon. Opponent just pausing. 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 Finest hour, I'm guessing? Because now they're actually thinking about it. This is a lot of thinking to do when you're this far ahead, by the way. They have Torch and Finest Hour? That's very possible. Okay, it's probably just Finest Hour then. Nice. The game gave me a little bit of hope that we could have a chance. Oh, they have Rally. Oh, nice. Okay, so that was, well, not a game. That happens sometimes. Occasionally, you're just gonna draw all power. Unfortunate, but, you know, we had a really, really good win record going into this, so this is a little bit of that variance evening out, I'm sure. And we'll go to the finals and win that one out. Alright, finals. The hand is decent again. Let's get a good one. We need a win. This has been kind of rough so far, so I'm hoping that we have a decent game right now.
Time quickens.
Considering how easy it is for Combray to outclass us, I think I need to kill that so that they just don't slam a Sandstorm Titan or something right away. Although that's a really, really bad sign. That's probably one of our worst matchups right now is Combray. This is a very, very good chance that we just lose this.
Trust in your skills.
We have a decent hand, though. If we can get something like a Deepforged plate, we can win anything. The Valkyrie Enforcer, yep. Yeah, that is some bad news, although very good top deck from us.
Die with honor.
So that was nice. Enforcer was a bad hit for us, though, and they've still got a handful of gas. If they get anything that stops up the ground, we're in trouble. Like, Sandstorm Titan right now is almost certainly just the game.
Trust in your
Their
skills.
own Unseen Commando. Oof. And our top decks continue. Because that's a good one. Woo! Oh, man. Oh. I guess that our opponent was also not having a good day, because that was a little bit early, but hey, I'm not complaining. We needed the win, got the win. That was a really good couple of draws for us. We managed to pull out a match that's probably a huge underdog for us, so... You know, had some rough matches before that, some ones that didn't feel like if we had a good draw, we maybe wouldn't have lost, but at the same time, drew really, really well in that one, and that's one that we almost certainly should be losing most of the time, so win some, lose some. Ended up 2-3, not too terrible. I think that we're going to need to probably shift quite a bit in this meta as we climb higher and higher this month, so... This could be a little bit difficult. I'm not sure if I want to use some more drafts or if I'm going to try and buy the actual campaign with this. Something that I would recommend, honestly, I know that this is a free-to-play account and I'm kind of showing everybody how to do things on the cheap, but Direwolf Digital is a really, really cool company. If you can buy the campaign, I think it's really worth it. Like, it's not much. It's like $10 or so to buy this. Yeah, like $9.99 for 1,100 gems. That's really not bad. You even get an extra pack out of it. You get a ton of cards. The campaign's really, really fun, so I highly advocate buying a little bit of something. And Dead Reckoning wouldn't be a bad thing to spend your money on. Speaking of spending your money on things, let me sell out a little bit here. I have a wonderful sponsor named Inked Gaming, which is a link down below. You can go and check out their store. They do all kinds of really cool custom gear, and they're the reason why I'm able to continue to do this much content, because I stream 6 days a week, and I'm doing all of these Eternal videos, so like 3-4 videos a week, sometimes more, and I wouldn't be able to do it without the incredible support of Ink Gaming. They do, like I said, lots of really, really cool custom gaming gear. So that can be things like playmats and mouse pads and tote bags, all kinds of really cool stuff. We have some channel art up there myself. And you can use my code. So if you have another store that you want to use and you want to buy something from someone else, just put in Ilyon12 and that will give you 12% off your order. So big shout out to them. And of course I have a Patreon, so if you want to check out my Patreon, that would be really awesome. And of course, like, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. I'll see you next week and we'll keep doing our free-to-play grind.